Hello students, welcome to this online course of hydraulic engineering. So in the previous lecture we have completed our turbulent flow and we have introduced about boundary layer theory. So today we are going to discuss the in more detail about few parameters which will be required in determining the boundary layer thickness. So what is boundary layer thickness? The velocity within the boundary layer increases from 0 at the boundary surface to the velocity of the mainstream. This we have seen like in at the boundary level, at the starting of the boundary, due to the stationary plate, the velocity becomes 0, and gradually it will try to attain the velocity of the free flow. Okay. Therefore, the thickness of the boundary layer is arbitrarily defined as that distance from the boundary in which the velocity reaches 99% of the free stream. Okay, so the distance is like this is y, this is x. So let us say this from here, this flat plate is like this and it is going beyond that. So it was something like this. So this distance is the delta, that is the boundary layer thickness. So the velocity here will be 0.99 of the, if it is u, so it will be 0.99 of the u. Okay, 99% of this velocity, wherever it is the flow is achieving that velocity, till that point, that will be the boundary layer thickness from the plate, like the distance we are measuring from the plate, and the velocity should be 99% of the free flow velocity. Okay, this definition however gives an approximate value of boundary layer thickness, and hence delta is generally termed as nominal thickness of the boundary layer. So this is a definition given by scientists that 99, this is random. It could have been 100% also, it could have been 80% also. So it is a nominal thickness of the boundary layer. The boundary layer thickness for great accuracy is defined in terms of certain mathematical expression which are measure of boundary layer of the flow. So we have refined in this definition, and scientists came up with the more mathematical approach, and it was more accurate. Okay, so the commonly adopted definition of boundary layer thickness are displacement thickness, momentum thickness, and energy thickness. So scientists have defined three types of definitions. With the help of these values, the thickness values, we can more accurately define the boundary layer thickness. So first is displacement thickness, second is momentum thickness, and third is energy thickness. So displacement thickness is denoted by delta star, momentum thickness is denoted by theta, and energy thickness is denoted by delta subscript E. So now we will see the details of these thickness, how we are going to define them. So the first is the displacement thickness. So you can see in the diagram also how we are going to define the boundary layer thickness. So here you can see the velocity is 0.99 u. This is the velocity distribution. This was your stationary plate, and this is the free stream velocity, and this is the boundary layer. Okay, so here the flow is free, and here it is under, due to obstruction it is not the free flow. So the displacement thickness can be defined as follows. It is the distance measured perpendicular to the boundary by which the main stream or free stream is displaced on account of the formation of the boundary layer. So it is very simple. So this is your boundary surface due to which the boundary layer is generating. So we have to measure in the perpendicular direction. Okay, and it is the amount, like how whatever is the displaced. So this, if the plate was not here, so the flow will be like this, but due to this flow, this obstruction has come, so the flow has been displaced by this quantity. Okay, so this is the displacement thickness delta star, or in other words, it is an additional wall thickness that would have to be added to compensate for the reduction in flow rate on account of boundary layer formation. So in other words, or we can see, let me just remove it. So let us try to understand. So this is your stationary plate, okay, this is your boundary layer. So if this much additional thickness we can add to the boundary, so the flow all where will become what? Free flow. So that means this is the thickness which should be added to the boundary surface to compensate the losses due to this boundary. So these are the interpretation for the same thing. You can understand in either way, whatever suits you, you can take that definition. So the displacement thickness is denoted by delta star, and let us try to calculate this. What this value would be, how we are going to define it, because it should be depending upon the flow and various parameters. So what are those parameters on which it is defining? So what we are going to do, we are checking the loss. What is the loss due to this boundary surface, like stationary plate is there, and what losses it is occurring. So let the fluid density rho flow past a stationary plate with velocity u. So we are considering for all the cases this is same, the rho is the velocity density and u will be the free flow stream. Now what we are doing, we will consider a small strip here which is at a distance of y from this plate, okay, and the thickness of this small element is dy. Clear? So let us see how we are proceeding. Now we are assuming unit width, like the width is 1. So the mass flow rate per second through the elementary strip will become how much? Rho into u into dy. This is the mass flow rate, m dot. Okay. Now the mass flow rate per second through elementary strip if the plate was not there. So if the plate was not there, the velocity was of the free flow velocity. So rho u, rho capital U. So 1 minute. Rho capital U and dy. So this would have been the mass flow rate if the plate was stationary plate was not there, if the boundary layer was not introduced. Okay. So the loss is like it should be, it is the original one, and due to boundary it is the existing one. So the loss is the difference between them. So this is the loss of flow, mass flow rate due to boundary layer will be the difference of this. So rho and dy is common. So rho capital U minus small u dy. So this difference we have seen in turbulent flow also. This is called velocity defect. So the total reduction of mass flow rate due to the introduction of plate will be for elementary element we have taken dy. So it is up to distance delta. So it will be integrated from 0 to delta rho u dy. Now this has to be compared to the some other quantity in terms of delta star. So what is that? Delta star. Let the plate is displaced by delta star and the velocity of flow for the distance delta star is equal to mean free velocity, because it is by definition that after crossing the delta star distance from boundary, the flow will be of the free flow. That means it will have the velocity of capital U. So what will be the mass flow rate in this case? Mass flow rate will be rho into u into delta star, simple. So these two quantities, this is the distance, this is because of boundary, and this is because of this is loss, and it is due to delta star. So we have to make a relationship between these two quantities. Sorry, here this is the loss and this is due to boundary layer. So these two have to be same, because this is the loss and this is the loss in terms of delta star. Due to introduction of boundary layer, delta star is the distance up to which the flow is obstructed. So these two have to be same. So we will equate these two quantities, and we are having a equation for this delta star. So these two values will be same, and this is rho will get cancelled out. So delta star will become, u will come this side, and 1 minus u integral 0 to delta dy. So this is your delta star, that is the displacement thickness. Now let us see how we are going to see the momentum thickness. So as the we have checked the loss for mass flow rate, now we will check the loss of momentum due to introduction of boundary layer or boundary. Then boundary layer will become functional and it will cause loss in momentum also. So momentum thickness is defined as the distance through which the total loss of momentum per second will be equal to if it were passing on a stationary plate. So again, this is the plate and this is your boundary. So we have to check the distance theta from the boundary layer, after which the compensation is 0, like the loss is 0. Okay, that means due to introduction of boundary layer how much momentum we have lost, and that momentum will be equal to the momentum caused by a thickness theta, and we will equate both the quantities and we will get the value of theta. So it may also define as the distance measured perpendicularly to the boundary of the solid body, by which the boundary should be displaced to compensate the reduction in the momentum of the flowing fluid on account of the boundary layer. So this is one and the same thing. It is the way in which we are presenting it. So mass flow rate, we will check the loss of momentum due to this boundary layer. So the mass flow rate will be rho u dy, and momentum is what? Mass into velocity. So we are going to multiply velocity, so it will become rho u square dy. And the momentum of the same mass of fluid before entering the boundary. So before entering the boundary, the velocity is capital U. So mass is same, but the velocity is capital U if the boundary layer is not there. So rho u into capital U into dy. Momentum loss will be this quantity, this minus this, and total loss will be integration of this for the small strip for the total distance delta. Now theta is the distance by which the place is displaced when the fluid is flowing with the constant velocity u. Same we have done like in the previous case. So the here loss will be rho into delta into u square. So we will compare both the quantities, and here we will get the theta is 0 to delta u by capital U multiplied by 1 minus u by delta u. So if I want to explain, so this was your what? Due to boundary layer displacement is this. So this is your theta. If we have displaced this stationary plate by a distance theta, then what is going to happen? This the flow will become what? Free flow. All the layers will have the velocity capital U. So that is why this distance delta is there. Okay, here it is the velocity variation is different, but here it is constant, that is capital U. Same way we can say this is your delta, and again same. So this is the loss which is occurring due to this introduction of boundary layer. So we are having delta star and theta. Now let us try to calculate the energy thickness. So the approach will be same. We are going to equate the losses of energy in two different scenarios, and we will equate them to calculate the value of delta I. So it is defined as the distance measured perpendicular to the boundary of the solid body, by which the body should be displaced to compensate the reduction in the kinetic energy of the fluid flow on account of boundary layer formation. So again it should be the loss in, we have to check the loss in the kinetic energy because the fluid is in motion, so the energy will be kinetic energy. So mass is what? Mass flow rate will be same, so rho u into dy, and the kinetic energy inside the boundary layer will be rho u dy multiplied by half mu square. So m is this and u is small u, and before entering it will have the velocity capital U. So due to this formation of boundary layer, loss in kinetic energy will occur, and this loss is equal to this value, the difference of these two kinetic energies. So that is half rho into u dy multiplied by capital U square minus small u. So capital U is the velocity of stream flow, free flow, and small u is the velocity of that particular dy element inside the boundary layer. Now total loss will be, we have to integrate it because it is for the small strip and we want to have the value for the whole boundary layer. So we have to integrate it from 0 to delta, because delta is the thickness of the boundary layer. Up to delta only boundary layer is existing. After that all the layers are having the same velocity, so kinetic energy difference will be 0. Now let delta E is the distance by which the plate is to be displaced for the compensation of the reduction in kinetic energy. So this will be the loss due to this displacement. Now these two values has to be same, so we will equate them and we will get the value of delta E. Okay, so you can see theta was 0 to delta u by u 1 minus small u by capital U dy, and delta star was 0 to delta 1 minus small u by capital U dy. So these three are the thicknesses. By help of them we can define the boundary layer in more accurate way. Now let us try to solve one problem, then you will see the application, how these, what are these terms and how we are going to apply them. So the velocity distribution in the boundary layer is given by, so you can see like delta, theta and all are depending on u only, because capital U is constant, so only small u is the, if we know the value of small u in terms of y, so we can easily integrate these quantities. So we have been given the boundary layer is, the velocity variation is given as small u by capital U is 2y by delta. So this is the variation of velocity inside the boundary layer. So delta is the boundary layer thickness. We have to calculate displacement thickness, momentum thickness and energy thickness. So this question usually comes for 15 marks or 10 marks it will come, if it is going to come, and it is very important. Like from boundary layer, if some numerical is going to be framed, this is the area. Now everything we are knowing, displacement thickness, we have to just put the values in the integral equation, calculate the values. So this is the delta star by definition. We are having u by u value as this value, and after putting and integrating we are getting delta by 3. So do the integration carefully and put the limits carefully, you will get delta. So displacement thickness is delta by 3. Now the momentum thickness theta will be same, just the formula is going to be changed, and here the multiplication u by u is there. So after calculating and expanding, you will get here this final value and integrate it with respect to y. After putting all the values, we are getting 2 by 15 of delta. Clear? And lastly the momentum energy thickness. So again this formula is little change. Here we have to do the squaring and then multiplying. After finally you will get this quantity, integrate it with respect to y. After integrating and putting the value of y in terms of delta, we are getting 22 by 105. So if we are going to displace the boundary layer, so this is your delta, and if we are displacing it by delta E, okay, so the loss due to energy will be compensated. Okay, so this is the meaning of these thicknesses. So I hope you understand these topics and try to solve your problems from your book. So this is all for today. Thank you.